Today on the channel, Jakks Classic Superstars Tag Teams Series 1. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel. Today on the channel, something new, something fresh, kinda, sorta, maybe. We're familiar with the Tuesday Jakks Classic Superstars Deep Dive review. Well, we've done the single carded series. We still got a long ways to go. We got the deluxes, we got the 3-packs, we got the rings, we got the miscellaneous stuff, we got the limited editions to go through. But now we are going down the journey for about, 14, 15 weeks. We're going to do the Tag Team Classic Superstars. So, very exciting. If this is your first time checking out these Jakks Classic Superstars channels, go back. There's 29 videos on the single carded series for you to watch. But like I said, we're starting it off. We're hitting the 2-packs, the Classic Superstars Series Tag Team 2-pack Series 1 right now. So, let's get into it. Great set. This set made my jaw drop when I saw this at my local Toys R Us. These were Toys R Us exclusives, the tag teams, the manager, the feud packs, whatever you want to call them. They kind of changed throughout time. Father-daughter, father-son packs. They're very interesting, and we'll talk about every single one, but we're here to talk about Series 1 first. But when I saw these at my local Toys R Us for the first time, I seem to remember not knowing these were coming out. It was like a shock I saw on my on the pegs when I walked in, and my mouth dropped, as you can imagine, when I saw the LOD. You guys know I love the LOD. I love face-painted wrestlers. I love big wrestlers. I love wrestlers that wear spikes. So you know I'm all in on the LOD. So when I saw that, I flipped through. Oh my gosh, there's the Rockers. Oh my gosh, the Hart Foundation. I looked at the back, see who else was there. It's just an excitement we don't get a lot these days, really hardly ever, just walking into a store and seeing something brand new that you didn't even know existed. And that was the way with these tag team packs at Toys R Us. The regular editions that went to all retailers usually got announced, but these, a lot of times, they showed up on the pegs, and that's when we knew about them. There was a lot of excitement with this line, and a lot with the 3-pack line as well. We'll do another separate video on that, but I remember the majority of the time just being surprised seeing these on the pegs. That was the first time I saw them. So that was really cool. And like I said a little earlier, something that I feel is really missing in this day and age. But it's tough with the internet the way it is and the leaks and all that kind of stuff. But very cool. Like I said, Toys R Us exclusive for these until the later series when Toys R Us dropped the line, unfortunately, and they went to a Shop Zone exclusives and stuff like that. But we'll talk about that way down at the end of the 2-pack sets. But let's start it. Let's talk about this LOD. Let's show the packaging. Let's talk about it and go from there, like we always do. So there it is. There's the old LOD. I would say when the majority of people think of the Road Warriors, the Legion of Doom, this is what they think of. Their WWF incarnation with the red spikes, the red and black attack. This is what people think of. And I can't say they're wrong. I know this is probably their most iconic look. I do prefer their NWA black shoulder pads. I just always thought that was meaner, rougher, and tougher. But have a fondness for this, and I also really love the blue that they later did, later days, even in WCW a little bit. And we saw those in the Jakks Classic Superstars single series. You can go back and see those in the blue spikes. But very solid figures. This was always a hard one to get, as you can imagine. People like this, the Road Warriors with spikes and face paint, very difficult to find on the shelf. This flew off the shelf at a rapid pace and was definitely not a peg warmer. The Rockers were the peg warmer of Series 1, and we'll talk about them shortly. But LOD commands a hefty price in this day and age. Even a year after this was on the pegs, this commanded a hefty price. This is a must-have for everybody. And you guys know this was released before the blue incarnation later on in Jakks Classic. So this is your only chance to get the Legion of Doom. You knew people wanted it. And then being a store exclusive, Toys R Us only, holy cow. And you guys know, first series of exclusives, always difficult to come by because they don't know how many to make. So these probably weren't made in the quantities of some of the later series. And then you get to the very late series where the quantities were very small. And that's usually kind of how it happens. They start small, go big, end small, and then they're deleted off the shelves and the pegs, and that's the way it goes. But very cool looking. There you go. You got the Road Warriors, Legion of Doom spelled out on the side. Very cool there. Little figure glamour shots there. And, of course, the back. There it is. Look at that. They got Hawk in his spikes. Animal just plain Jane. Kind of interesting there. And then you got the lineup down below. The Rockers, the Hart Foundation. Interesting how they displayed the LOD down there. I don't know. Very interesting. But let's read the back. Let's see what it says about old Hawk and Animal. Let's see. Hawk debuted 1983. 277 pounds. 6'3". Finishing moves, the Doomsday Device, and the Human Sacrifice. I don't recall the Human Sacrifice. What was that? Does anybody remember that in the comments? Did he actually sacrifice a human in the ring? Was that a finisher early in his career that I missed? I don't know. Maybe it was. Titles, WWE Tag Team Champion. Favorite quote, what a rush. Of course it is. Animal debuted in 1982, 1 year ahead of Hawk. 285 pounds, 6'2", finishing move, the Doomsday Device, titles, WWE Tag Team Champion, and his favorite quote also was, what a rush. I don't know about that so much, but very, very cool. 12 and up, parental guidance suggested on this LOD. You know, they're bad dudes. You know, you can't have our kids just playing with this kind of stuff. I should note this came out in 2004, and I remember I was in college at the time and just being shocked, like I said, seeing these on the peg. So very, very cool. This is a must-have, one of the jewels of the two-pack lines. And who are we kidding? One of the jewels of the entire Classic Superstars line. You can't have a Tag Team Classic Superstars set or any Classic Superstars set without the inclusion of the Road Warriors, the LOD, if you ask me. So there it is. There's the LOD. Let's see the next one. All right, next up we got another iconic tag team in Classic Superstars Series 1 Tag Teams, Toys R Us exclusive. And probably outside of the Legion of Doom and Demolition, my favorite tag team of the golden era of the WWE, WWF. You guys know I'm a sucker for those face painted guys. What can I say? Warlord, Barbarian, I like them too. But the Hart Foundation was always something cool. You had the Powerhouse and Jim Neidhart, the Excellence of Execution and Bret Hart. Always a great tag team to cheer on as a kid. So I was happy. I had no complaints with them in Series 1. Definitely fitting, one of the most iconic tag teams of all time, if you ask me. So I did find these. I remember finding a case with all these guys in them. I want to say the case breakout was 2 of each one, but I could be wrong on that. The LOD, the most popular. This was definitely the second most popular in the set at the time, with the Rockers being more of a peg warmer. Let's take a look here at the packaging. You got Jim Neidhart with his shades on. You got Bret Hart with his patented shades up on his head. You got the tag team titles. You got the pink knee pads, the white boots, and the heart on the singlets. Matching singlets, of course. And I love how they're displayed with Jim having his left arm up, Bret having his right arm up. Very cool. I do believe, I remember seeing, I think there was, the knee pads might have been black in Europe. Somebody can fix me or correct that if that's wrong, but I think that is a variant that's out there. I'm not going down that rabbit hole on variants, or else I'd be buying all kinds of stuff, that's for sure, and I don't know what I would do with it, but loved this pack as well. Here's the pack on the side there, of course, and then, of course, you got the Hart Foundation. Let's see, they match up. They do match up to the back, the prototype images. The prototypes do not show the glasses. They do not show the knee pads, of course. Looks like the hearts moved to the opposite side from the prototype on the back. You can see all that back here with the rest of the lineup and stuff. You just never know what how the prototypes are going to go. They always kind of mix it up, keep you guessing, I guess. But I do like this. I love the attention to detail. I love the pink down the side of the laces on the boots. It's a nice touch that they didn't have to do. Jakks really went all out. To say these were a game-changer figure at the time, the whole Classic Superstars lineup, that would be the biggest understatement of all time. At the time, these were the greatest figures of all time, if you ask me. Just as far as taking it to the next level of what kids and collectors were wanting. You know, the LJNs and Hasbros, those were made specifically for kids. These were made with the collectors in mind, and this really started the collectors' revolution of wrestling figures with the Jakks Classic Superstars. If you ask me, and I'm sure some of you guys out there as well. Let's read the back here. Bret Hitman Hart debuted 1984, 235 pounds, 6'1", finishing move, the Sharpshooter. Titles, WWE Heavyweight Champion, Intercontinental Champion, Tag Team Champion. And his favorite quote, we all know it, the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. Jim the Anvil Neidhart, 1979 debut, 275 pounds, 6'1", finishing move, the Anvil Flattener. Gotta think that's his running power slam, maybe. Titles, WWE Tag Team Champion, as was Brett. So there you go. A lot of fond memories of these two, and a lot of fond memories of finding these figures out at Toys R Us back in the day. I definitely bought LOD, definitely bought Hart Foundation the second I saw them. But let's talk about the next set. Let's talk about the Rockers. All right, the final 2-pack from Classic Tag Team Series 1 from the Jakks Classic Superstars was the Rockers. You know, out of the three, this was my least favorite pack. You guys tell me in the comments, put them in order of your favorites. LOD for me, Hart Foundation, then Rockers. That's how I list them. I'm sure the majority of you will as well. I take myself back to 2004. I said I was in college at the time. So you know us college kids, we don't got tons of money to be spending on figures. So I did pass on this one. I said, I got to play the long game on the Rockers. I got to pick up the Hart Foundation. I got to pick up the LOD. I want to say that was about $50 right there. Probably just a hair under 50. That's a lot when you're a college kid. Working 2 jobs, going to college full time. You're just struggling out there, just trying to get gas in your tank. But that's what I did, and then I played the long game on these Rockers. And I'll tell you, one thing I noticed about this, I haven't taken this off the wall in a long time. This is probably my most beat up Classic Superstars. The majority of mine are very, very minty figures. I'd say 99% are very minty. This is the 1%. I got some corner dings on this one. The stars seen better days. I really should look at replacing this, playing a little bit of long game. I guess I'm playing the really long game, 16 years now. I need to replace this one, but I do remember getting this one on clearance. This is the only one that hung around. I think we were already up to like Series 4, and this was still on the shelves. And you guys remember Toys R Us, things would be beaten up, they'd be thrown all over. Finally got this thing on clearance, who knows, maybe $10, something like that. But it definitely has seen some battles. It's been handled by a few people out in the stores, put back on the shelves, all that kind of fun stuff. So really not the most minty of an example as I was thinking it was, but it is what it is. I still have it. Maybe one day I'll replace this and I'll use this as some loose openers, but I don't know. So let's take a look at the package. Let's take a look at the Rockers. Shawn and Marty, Classic Superstars. Typical packaging, you know, we talked a little, maybe we touched on it, but package uniformity is key, and they use the single carded to the same as the tag and the 3-packs. I love that unification between all the packaging. You can put them all in a line and they all match up great. Really cool. Little Easter egg, these coming with the tag team titles. As you guys maybe remember, the Rockers briefly kind of won the tag team titles on, I believe it was Saturday night's main event, but then it was reversed because I believe the ring broke. So kind of an interesting thing there. So technically they were the champions. I don't know. It depends who you talk to and who counts and how you count your record books. But not the most iconic Rockers outfit, I would say. A lot of people kind of forget this one. I think they only wore this outfit maybe once or twice. It's a deep cut Rockers outfit. This is not what I think of when I think of the Rockers. I think more of the Mattel Legends Rockers that we got early on in the Mattel days. That's the classic Rockers. And speaking of Mattel, I would love an updated classic Rockers. I know Marty Jannetty's kind of a wild horse out there, but boy, it would be awesome to get a true good updated modern day Rockers tag team. But there you have it. Very plain Jane. There you go, the Rockers. We did later see this Shawn Michaels head reused in the 3-pack. I think it was like a Championships 3-pack. We also, I think, maybe saw this Marty redone in the 3-pack of the Jobbers 3-pack is what it was called. But we'll get to those when we get to the 3-packs. Like I said, Rockers on the side. Shawn and Marty looking only like they can look over there. And then we got to get to the back. And there it is, the Rockers. Let's see what it says about old Marty and Shawn. Everything looks the same as far as prototypes. Yep. Shawn Michaels debuted in 1984, 225 pounds, 6'1", finishing moves, sweet chin music, WWE Champion, WWE Heavyweight Champion, European Champion, Intercontinental Champion, WWE Tag Team Champion. Marty Jannetty debuted in 1984, 230 pounds, 5'11", finishing move, the Showstopper. Titles, WWE Tag Team Champion. Favorite quote, rockin' and rollin', struttin' and strollin'. I did not know that was his quote, but I might start using that in my own day-to-day life, and I might maybe make that quote my 2021 quote of the year. Rockin' and rollin', struttin' and strollin'. I'll see you guys real soon. Sounds pretty catchy if you ask me. I might have to look into that. Like I said, this is from 2004. It does say trademark estate of Michael Hawk Hegstrand, licensed CMG worldwide, roadwarriorsinc.com. Interesting. I didn't notice that. That must be on every back of the package. But a very solid set all in all. Obviously, the Hart Foundation LOD, just game changers if you ask me. This one, a deep cut. Like I said, young Kyle, he had to play the long game, and he had to pick up kind of a beaten up one now that I look at it. But it is what it is. I'm happy I have it in my collection, helping me be complete with my Jakks Class Superstars collection. But you guys tell me in the comments what your rank is in order. I think I got to think it'll be LOD, Hart Foundation, Rockers from the majority, but you'll have some people Hart Foundation, LOD Rockers, and you'll have those crazy people out there that like the Rockers best. Nothing against the Rockers. I think if this is a more traditional Rockers outfits, I would be more akin to put that maybe 1 or 2. Definitely not number 1. There's no top in LOD for me. But there it is. So you guys tell me in the comments your thoughts on this Jakks Class Superstars tag team. Do you remember picking these up at Toys R Us? Did you pass on these? Did you get these? Are you trying to get these now? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn your notifications on. Like I said, Jakks Class Superstars videos every single Tuesday. We got a long ways to go. We're going to be deep into 2021 with these videos, and it's going to be a nice checklist for everybody. Once we're all done with everything, you can go back and see who you're missing, who you need, all that kind of fun stuff, and get a little review at the same time. So for the LOD, for the Hart Foundation, for the Rockers, let's see, hold on. I'm rocking and rolling, strutting and strolling on out of here. I'm Kyle. I'll see you guys all real soon.